in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
First down, here's Burrow, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Number 83.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the 1st quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counter.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
first down, Atlanta.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Falcons 3.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Touchdown.
A great read, and it's picked off.
The kicker on for the point after.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. The leading rusher for last year's national champs LSU, it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. To return it, Darius Phillips. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The 41-yard line.
Four receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Burrow will throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From midfield now, Burrow. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it? And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes will find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete.
A nice gain of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out 1st downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
after the sack on first down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Play action. Now it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he's got a man here, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This will be taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 83. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Nash. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. We're back now in KC. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
The extra point.
I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. return will stop right around the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow on play action. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackler. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
The 7-yard line.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Less than a yard.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
First down. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it as a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Falcons, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for...